Hello, my wonderful little adventurers. Are you ready for a super special story today? It's a bright, sunny morning, and I can hear something quacking in the distance. Do you hear it too? Quack, quack. That means we're going on an adventure to meet some adorable, fluffy friends. Once upon a time, in a cozy little nest near a sparkling blue pond, a very proud mama duck had 5 brand new, soft, and fluffy ducklings. Oh, they were the cutest little things you ever did see. They had tiny orange beaks and wobbly little legs, and they loved to wiggle their tails. Mama Duck loved her 5 little ducklings more than anything in the whole wide world. She taught them how to waddle, how to splash, and how to find yummy, wiggly worms in the mud. Every morning, Mama Duck would call out, "Quack, quack, quack," and her 5 little ducklings would come tumbling out of their nest, ready for a day of fun and exploration. One beautiful, warm morning, the sun was shining so brightly, making the water in the pond sparkle like 1,000 tiny diamonds. Mama Duck decided it was a perfect day for a grand adventure. She gathered her 5 little ducklings and said, "Quack, quack, quack. Let's go for a swim, my dear ducklings. Let's explore the pond and see what wonders we can find." The 5 little ducklings chirped with excitement, their tiny hearts filled with joy. They loved swimming with Mama Duck. Splish, splash, went their little feet as they followed their mama down to the edge of the pond. Mama Duck led the way, waddling gracefully into the cool, clear water. "Come on, my little ones," she called out, her voice gentle and encouraging. And one by one, her 5 little ducklings followed her. Let's count them as they plop into the water. 1 little duckling, then 2 little ducklings, then 3 little ducklings, then 4 little ducklings, and finally, 5 little ducklings. Yay! All 5 little ducklings were bobbing and floating on the water, their little heads bopping up and down. They paddled their tiny feet, making ripples in the water, and giggled as the cool water tickled their feathers. They felt so happy and free. They swam and swam, past tall green reeds and pretty pink water lilies. The pond was a magical place, full of buzzing bees and fluttering butterflies. Suddenly, Mama Duck noticed something amazing. "Look, my ducklings," she quacked excitedly. "Over there! Do you see that?" The ducklings looked closely, their little eyes wide with wonder. And what did they see? A big, shiny red apple floating right on the water. "Oh, a delicious treat!" chirped one duckling. "Let's get it!" quacked another. But Mama Duck had a clever idea. "Let's play a game, my dears," she said with a twinkle in her eye. "Let's all try to push the apple to the shore together." So, all 5 little ducklings, with Mama Duck leading them, started to push the big red apple. It was a little bit tricky, because the apple was round and kept trying to roll away. But the ducklings didn't give up. One duckling pushed from this side, another from that side, and Mama Duck gave a big push from behind. They worked together, pushing and pushing with all their might. It was hard work, but they were a team. They wiggled their tails and paddled their feet even faster. And guess what happened? Slowly, slowly, the big red apple started to move towards the shore. Yay! They quacked, so proud of themselves. When they finally pushed the apple all the way to the shore, Mama Duck beamed. "You did it, my little ducklings," she praised them. "You worked together, and look what you accomplished." She nibbled a piece of the apple and then shared it with her happy ducklings. They munched on the sweet, juicy apple, feeling so satisfied and full of joy. What a delicious reward for their teamwork! After their yummy snack, the ducklings felt a little tired from all their swimming and pushing. "Time for a little nap, my dears," Mama Duck murmured, gathering them close. But then, as Mama Duck counted her ducklings, she noticed something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no! Where was the fifth little duckling? Mama Duck started to get a little worried. "Quack, quack, where's my fifth little duckling?" she called out, her voice a little shaky. The other 4 ducklings looked around too. They peeked behind the reeds. They looked under the lily pads, but no fifth duckling. Oh dear, this was a problem. Mama Duck remembered teaching them to always stick together, but sometimes even the best ducklings can wander off. "Don't worry, Mama," chirped one brave little duckling. "We'll help you find our brother." And the other 3 ducklings nodded their fluffy little heads. So, Mama Duck and her 4 little ducklings began their search. They paddled to one side of the pond, calling out, "Quack, quack, little duckling, where are you?" They listened carefully, hoping to hear a tiny quack in return. It was a little bit scary, but they knew they had to be brave and work together to find their missing family member. They looked under a big green leaf, and then they peeked behind a tall, wobbly cattail. Suddenly, a tiny, muffled quack came from behind a large, sparkly rock. "I hear him," cried one of the ducklings. Mama Duck quickly swam towards the sound, her heart beating fast. And there he was! The 5th little duckling had found a super interesting shiny beetle and was busy watching it, completely unaware that he had wandered off from his family. "Oh, my little one!" Mama Duck cried, gathering him into a warm hug. "We were so worried." The little duckling looked up, a little confused, but then he saw the worried faces of his mama and siblings and understood. He gave a tiny, apologetic quack. Mama Duck gently explained to her little duckling how important it was to always stay close to the group, especially when they were exploring new places. "We are a team, my dear," she said, stroking his soft feathers. "And teams always stick together and look out for each other." The 5th little duckling nodded, understanding the lesson. He promised to always stay close to Mama Duck and his brothers and sisters. And with all 5 little ducklings safely back together, they all felt so happy and relieved. They understood that being together was the best adventure of all. As the sun began to set, painting the sky with beautiful orange and pink colors, Mama Duck led her 5 little ducklings back to their cozy nest. They were tired but very happy. They had learned an important lesson about staying together and looking out for each other. They snuggled close, warm and safe, ready for sweet dreams. And as they drifted off to sleep, Mama Duck whispered, "My precious ducklings, remember, teamwork and sticking together makes every adventure wonderful." And so, the 5 little ducklings and their Mama Duck lived many more happy days by the sparkling pond, always remembering their adventure and how important it is to be a family. They knew that no matter what, they would always have each other. Isn't that a wonderful lesson to learn? Thank you so much for joining me on this lovely adventure today, my dear friends. I hope you had as much fun as I did. If you love this story and want to hear more magical tales, please give this video a big thumbs up. Share it with your friends, And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our future adventures. See you next time for more fun. Bye bye.